What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I hope you're having an amazing day. Today's video we are going to be taking a look at this smartwatch. So again, if you're wondering why I have another smartwatch, well, I was in the market for something cheaper which I can wear like all the day and without smacking anything, or just something more comfortable than the Galaxy watch that I already have to just go on riding on anything, because that thing is quite expensive. It's a 30,000 rupee watch and it just gets destroyed during my activity. So without buying any kind of smart band at the price point of 3 to 5,000, I just wanted a smartwatch because I am sucker for watches. I do love phone, food, bikes and watches. So between that cheaper price range, I found this thing, which would be the Blitzwolf BW-HL2. So I've been using this thing for almost 10 days and it is quite good. So for example, in this price range, you are getting a very beautiful and sporty looking metal body leather strap watch, and the materials over here are quite good, to be honest. Like, I got a very cheap ass rubber band with my 30,000 rupee Galaxy watch, and you are getting a stitched leather one. Like, this is really good. Again, you have a metal body right over here with a massive 1.3-inch display. So again, this is like completely specced out, and you get the button right over here for power off and everything. Then again, you have heart rate sensor, you have SpO2 sensor, then again there is also a blood pressure monitoring system, and then again it has everything like a gyro and all the stuff for waking up. So again, over here it is completely IP68 water resistant, but I don't actually recommend taking a 3000 rupee watch under the water. If you accidentally wash your hand or if you're stuck in rain, you're completely okay. So let's just get it started by pairing the watch. So let's just go to the Fit Cloud Pro app and let's just connect to it by turning on our Bluetooth, and there you go, it's completely connected. It's really that quick. So for example, over here you can completely pair it up with the Google Fit, so you can just manage the data a bit more better. Then you have the exercise goal, which is like standard features. You have units like in kilometer and kg, as I'm an Indian. And then you have of course the version update and anything, because of course the watch does get updates. And then you have device management. So again, here you can completely manage the notifications and anything, and the vibration motor here is quite great, to be honest. It like shakes my whole hand. So if you set an alarm over here, it's quite powerful. You have set alert, so if you're just sitting on your ass, it will remind you, which is quite helpful for me as I'm editing this video like probably for more than 1 hour. Then again, you have drink water alert, you have wrist sense. So again, it has a gyro, so lift to wake up over here is quite good, to be honest. Like, the on-body gestures on this thing are quite impressive at this price point. So for example, if you have the all-day health monitoring and if you're just not using the watch does actually know it. So the on-body detection is quite great. Then again, lift to wake up is also quite great. It barely misses any kind of gestures, so that's pretty nice. Then again, you have enhanced measurement, so it scans your body all the day, and still you have the health monitoring timing. So whether if you're sleeping, you can control that completely. Same goes for the wrist sense, so you just don't lose on any kind of battery life. Then again, you have find band, so again just completely vibrates and literally you can hear the vibration motor. You have band location, so on the left hand, so it just adjusts the UI, which is pretty great. You have our style, shake photograph, which is just nothing, and then device version. And let's just talk about the battery life. So for example, I have actually gotten this watch around like 18th Feb. So at that night, I'd completely charged this thing, which only took around 2 to 3 hours. And the charger thing is, the wire is quite short, but the magnet on the charging cradle is quite powerful. So for example, you can just leave it dangling once you connect to it and you are probably okay. Again, the watch charges around like 2 to 3 hours, but the battery capacity, so you have a 200 milliamp battery and it does quite last. So for example, right now, as you can see, it's around 70 or 60%. And last time I charged it was 18th Feb and today's 20th of Feb, I guess. So literally goes for more than 20 days, to be honest, but you can count around like 15 days or a half a month of battery life, which is again quite great, to be honest, considering how massive of a display this watch has. So again, over here, if you just take a look at the watch, it has quite the good watch faces. Like, you have this one. Well, you can't actually set any kind of custom watch faces, which you can't at this price point. But for example, Mi Band does actually have an option to set your own photograph, which this watch doesn't really have. Well, again, that's a MI product. Of course, you expect something with it, but over here, as you can see, you get quite good looking watch faces, as you can see. Like, I love this digital one. Then again, there is also another one analog, which is again this one. Look quite great, to be honest. Again, if you just go through the UI is really done very good. Like, for example, you have the sports mode, which again, each and every single sport mode has its own different animation, which again looks quite great. So again, you have Find My Phone. Again, it wakes up your phone even if it's in silent mode. You have brightness, you have shutdown. Then again, you have more info about the watch. Again, if you go to the left, you have more apps. So for example, you have the SpO2 sensor, then again sports data, heart rate. And talking about the heart rate, even though this is a 3000 rupee watch, the line of correction is quite minute. So for example, comparing this thing which is 3000 to a 30,000 rupee watch, there is not a lot of difference at all. These watches can be over here and there sometimes, and that's actually pretty good. So again, scrolling, you have messages. Now, one thing that I noticed with this watch is the way notifications work. If I send something to anyone, I will also get a notification that the message is sent on this watch. So that can be actually turned off, I guess, into the settings, but I haven't actually looked into it. Then again, the display is like literally quite good, to be honest. Like the colors are really popping. The blacks are almost black, but you have shut down system, find my phone, brightness. Again, the brightness is quite good on this one. I never had trouble going outside. As you can see, quite adjustable right over there. You have timer, QR code scanner if you want to download the app or any kind of another device. You have sports mode, which again has its own UI for everything like walking, running, climbing, cycling, swimming, basketball, which is again quite good. You have sleep timers, you have recently had messages, and that's basically it. If you want a big ass watch and if you just don't swing around the smart bands, again, just way to go. If you want this, again, links in the description for everything. If you just want to use my coupon code, you will get a big additional discount on it. But if you're watching this before Holi, which is again, I guess, in 2 days, you can really get this watch in much cheaper rate. But as this watch is recently launched and the stocks are kinda wonky in China right now, you have to hurry. This watch is selling out very quickly. And see you guys in the next one. Peace.